Good afternoon. I hope you can all hear me. Is this working? Yeah? Good afternoon, everyone. It is an honor for me to present to you all the group. Wow. Can you make this louder? It is an honor for me to present to all of you the residents and fellows of the Brooklyn Hospital Center's graduating class of 2023. I would like to welcome the family and friends of the graduates who are here, the ones who are watching via our YouTube link, and thank all of you for your support that made this graduation possible. Please join me in applauding the hard work, dedication, and achievements of our 2023 residents and fellows who started and persevered throughout a worldwide pandemic. So congratulations. I would also like to welcome our CEO and President, Gary Terinoni, members of our Board of Trustees, our CMO, Chief Medical Officer, Dr. Sam Amirfar, senior management, departmental chairs, program directors, associate program directors, coordinators, and of course, my GME team to the special event. Dear residents and fellows of the class of 2023, we are here to celebrate an important achievement and milestone in your lives. You work hard to reach this milestone, and the Brooklyn Hospital Center could not be prouder of your achievements. We have the utmost confidence that you have been equipped with the knowledge and skills to make a positive impact on the world at a time when it is most needed. We met most of you as new medical school graduates a few years ago, and now you're joining our alumni ranks. We are very happy that over the last few years, a good number of our graduates have decided to join our full-time faculty and help us educate the next generation of physicians. In addition, I'd like to inform everyone that all of our programs at this time have full accreditation from the appropriate accrediting bodies. So, Mr. Terinoni, would you like to say a few words?
I wrote a few things down this morning. So, first of all, I'd like to thank Armand and his team. They do an amazing job, not only all year, but this day, they truly make magical. So a hand of applause for Armand and his team. I'll have you applauding all through my speech, so hold on a second. What is it? Did you bring a horse or no? No, okay. All right, so so listen to this story. This is true. So last night I was thinking about, going through my mind what to say. So I figured when I come in this morning, I'll write some things down. So this morning, I'm leaving the building. I actually live right across the street at Brooklyn Point, and I'm riding down the elevator, right, of my building, and a woman who got on said, you look dapper today, right? Which nobody ever says that about me, right? So I don't usually get that comment. I say, well, this is a special day for the hospital, as residents and fellows are graduating today. Yeah, you wouldn't believe this. And so she said, wow, that must be hard work, to get to this point in your careers. Now, this is just amazing, just the timing of this, right? So I said, believe it or not, I told her that my comments today were going to be about hard work, right? So when I was young, growing up from Baltimore, that's where I hail from, Baltimore, Maryland, my parents would always say, you get what you work for, right? That was the saying. So this saying even meant more to me as I watched my parents work very hard to give myself and my two sisters, I'm in the middle, I have an older and a younger, give us whatever we needed, right? And it's not like we were wealthy people, right? But they worked hard to give us what we needed, including education if that was required. So we were first. So when I think of hard work and dedication, there's no better example than all of you graduating today from the Brooklyn Hospital. I am sure your family worked hard to get you here, and look how many years you have put into this, right? I guess you have undergrad, you have medical school, and you have residency and fellowship. So that's a long time. So obviously, you guys understand what you get what you work for. I would think that all of you understand that. My notes here. So let's take a moment so that you can salute yourselves for your hard work and dedication to get here. This is the applause soon. But also your family and friends who have also carried you to this point. Let's give them all an applause. Thank you. So some other key points. So it's just not hard work that makes the difference. It is passion for what you do. In fact, I would even say passion mitigates the hard work you put in because it is a passion that really drives us, right? That's what makes our engines run. It's more about the passion. So it's not just hard work that brought you here today, but the passion you have to help others and make our communities the healthiest they can be. Who's that? Want to participate here? Come on, we come down. I can tell you it is my passion to give back that brought me to the Brooklyn Hospital Center. My innate abilities, whatever I have, right, God-given abilities, my education and my experiences, when I was back in Baltimore, starting at University of Maryland, Johns Hopkins, then I moved to Philadelphia to work at the Jefferson Health System. So all that put together, right, these are the same attributes that will point you in the right direction. Combined with your passion to serve, I can assure you that you will be successful in anything you do in life, including work. However, there's one more attribute that you need to focus on, that is humility. So, in fact, humility might be the most important attribute, and what that means is we should respect everyone, no matter what their station in life is, right? I was taught that at a very early age, too, to have humility and to treat everybody with respect, no matter who that person was. So that's really important. So in your case, for example, understanding your patients and understanding the trials and tribulations that they are going through is essential for catering to their needs and well-being. I have always said to myself, and I know you guys have probably heard this saying, when you think you know everything, right, that is the day you stop learning. And that's the day I figured I'm done working, for example, because you will never learn everything. It's just impossible. So if you think you know everything, the problem is you close your mind to other ideas that other people might have. And by far, none of us are the smartest. There's always someone a little smarter in the room. So I leave you with, if I leave you with anything, remember these three things: hard work, passion, and humility. I promise you these attributes, if followed, will take you where you're meant to be. Just remember, and this is important, that the Brooklyn Hospital Center was there for you as a vehicle where you learned hard work, you honed your passion in life, and you learned the importance of humility in life. Congratulations to the class of '23. Let our prayers and good wishes be forever with you. Hopefully, you will remember the Brooklyn Hospital the same way. God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Gary. So next, I'd like to introduce our house staff president. I don't know if I saw Gerber? Oh, okay. Dr. Gerber de Leon, one of our graduating third-year medicine residents, was our house staff president. Yeah, it's later. In his role as house staff president, he performed an excellent job. He was a strong resident advocate who worked closely with myself and the GME office, and he participated on multiple committees. I would like to congratulate Dr. De Leon for all his hard work, dedication, and successes while at TBHC, and wish him luck in his future endeavors. He will give a speech a little later. Thank you.
That's great. One more. Thank you.
So for those that don't know us well, for an institution our size, we produce quite a bit of research every year. We have quite a number of publications and quite a number of presentations at national conferences. Every year we have a competition for the best papers of the hospital. And the awards are called the Vincent Tricomi Awards for research. So I will announce the winners. The first prize also gets $300. The second prize, there's two of them this year tied for $200, and the third prize for $100. So the first prize is Dr. Saurabh Singh from Internal Medicine. He's one of the graduating chief residents. Thank you. And his paper was Impact of Frailty on Thrombolytics in Patients Admitted for Ischemic Strokes. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Second prize, Dr. Neil Patel, fourth year chief resident in OBGYN. And his paper was Traumatic Abruption Secondary to Physical Violence in the Setting of Low Fibrinogen. He gets the second prize. The next second prize, Arij Azar, second year pulmonary fellow. Not here, okay, sorry. A step towards understanding coronary artery disease, a complication in idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis. So congratulations. Third prize, Ahmed Naeem from Family Medicine. I don't think he can, yeah. Unfortunately, he had an emergency. He's not here. He gets the third prize, iatrogenic anemia secondary to hospital phlebotomy. So next, we're going to go department by department, presentation of diplomas, and we'll introduce each resident. I would like to invite Dr. Dim, chair of OMFS and Dentistry.
Good afternoon. It is my pleasure to speak to the graduating class of 2023 residents and their families here at LIU. I consider it a privilege to acknowledge the residents and their families sitting here today who have sacrificed many lonely nights while their significant others toiled at the Brooklyn Hospital Center while on call. Today is a meaningful milestone in your lives, one of many that will follow in your careers. For many, other milestones will include marriage, children, first homes, first BMW, first grandchild. Remember that the time spent living while leaping from milestone to milestone will actually represent your life. So appreciate and savor the journey. On behalf of my entire department, allow me to acknowledge our President and CEO, Mr. Gary Terranoni, and Ms. Lizanne Fontaine, Chairperson of the Brooklyn Hospital Board of Trustees, along with their entire senior hospital leadership for their commitment to the highest quality of patient care. Their support for me personally and my department is very much appreciated. I would like to publicly thank Dr. Ricardo Boyce, my Vice Chairman and GPR Program Director, for his dedicated and longtime service, as well as Ms. Gloria Stallings, my Executive Assistant, and a Residency Coordinator for both general practice and oral and maxillofacial surgery, for her decades-long dedicated service. To my attendings in oral surgery, Dr. Earl Clarkson, Dr. Miller, Dr. Chan, Dr. Woodbine, your dedication and hard work is much appreciated by our graduating residents. Also to the general practice attendings, Dr. Wiesel, Dr. Butt, Dr. Clemens, Dr. Perez, and Dr. Rena Clarkson. Finally, to Dr. Asarian and his team in the GME office, Nancy and Dolores, goes my personal thanks. David Letterman, on The Late Show on CBS, would often present his top 10 list. Allow me to present my own top 10 list of life advice culled from my many decades of experience working here at the Brooklyn Hospital Center. Number 1, bad times will pass. It might pass like a kidney stone, but it will pass. Expect nothing and appreciate everything. 3, when your wife says, "What?" it's not because she didn't hear you. She's just giving you a chance to change your mind. Dance like no one is watching, and document your charts like it may one day be read at a deposition. Number 5, never prescribe a laxative and a sedative to the same patient simultaneously. That's always been my favorite. I use that every year. I don't know. 6, don't take criticism from people who you would never go to for advice. 7, sometimes the road less traveled is less traveled for a reason. 8, if you find the toilet in your dreams, don't use it. At a certain age, that becomes very meaningful. Number 9, remember in life, some days you are the pigeon and some days you are the statue. Number 10, don't give up on your dreams. Just keep on sleeping. Remember that in addition to a gentle touch, a listening ear, a well-timed joke can go a long way in building trust with your patients. To all the graduates, I say celebrate this milestone together. Remember that though your chosen profession is a serious one, take time to laugh in the face of stress, and may your medical careers be filled with endless funny anecdotes and a prescription for laughter. I would like to now introduce my 2 graduating chief residents in oral and maxillofacial surgery. I can say without hesitation, in my 35 years as program chief of oral and maxillofacial surgery, these 2 young people represent the best of my graduates. Natasha and Jay are wonderful, caring, capable young surgeons who gave 110% to me, my program, and the Brooklyn Hospital Center. We were lucky to have them, and it is my highest honor to have been involved in their training. They will certainly be missed. Jay Tacker, have you got the diploma, I guess? Will be joining a high-quality oral and maxillofacial group in South Carolina, while Natasha Bala, Dr. Bala, will be heading to Boston to join an oral surgical group as well as begin an academic career. Thank you, and congratulations.
One, two, three.
Another?
Oh, this shot's better. Thank you.
Thank you.
Dr. Boyce. So I think what we're going to do, so Dolores will introduce the names, and then you can add a few words for each case.
Okay. Thank you, Dolores. Good afternoon, Mr. Terranoni, Ms. Fontaine, Dr. Amafar, Dr. Asarian, members of administration, members of the Board of Trustees, chairwoman, chairman, program directors, and attendings. As always, I would like to thank Almighty God for bringing us together at LIU again, and for guiding me and my colleagues to another productive and successful year. I extend a warm welcome to all the parents and families of our graduates. I would like to thank Dr. Dim for your leadership and continued support of the Department of Dentistry, the GPR, and oral and maxillofacial surgery programs. I would like to thank Ms. Gloria Stallings, our GPR and oral and maxillofacial surgery program coordinator, for your presence and strength is priceless to the foundation and maturation of both of these programs. Gloria, please wave your hand so people can see you. I'd like to thank Ms. Dolores Mendez, Nancy Jamie, and other GME staff for all your continued help and support. A special thanks to all the attendings on the general dentistry team, Dr. William Perez, my assistant program director, Dr. Gary Clemens, Dr. Rena Clarkson, Dr. Saad Butt, Dr. Sharon Wiesel, as well as those attendings on the oral surgery side, Dr. Earl Clarkson, Dr. Michael Chan, as well as Dr. Miller and Dr. Woodbine. Also, many thanks to the dental staff at TBHC, Javier Velez, Lucy Moran Picardo, our dental hygienist, Natalie George, our receptionists, and our dental assistants for their help and support. To the entire 2023 graduating class, you have been chosen to bring healing to the human body, for in doing so, you also uplift the human spirit. It is a wonderful gift. Don't allow anyone to steal the peace and joy that you experience when you share the gift of healing to another human being. There are awesome rewards in life that come by fulfilling this mission. I would personally like to thank my residents and the oral surgery team for helping me and our staff to improve the oral conditions of our patients and providing beautiful smiles in Brooklyn and the neighboring boroughs. I thank you for your dedication, your hard work, and service in helping us to serve the Brooklyn community. To my residents, I pushed you to be great, and you met the challenge every time. The road was not easy, and sometimes it felt not fair, but neither is life. I can share with you this day that you passed the test. It was a pleasure teaching you and getting to know you and about your families. I hope that you enjoyed your time acquiring the new skills, knowledge, and providing quality services to our patients at Brooklyn Hospital. I want everyone to know that this is the kindest, most respectful group of residents that I have had since my first class that I graduated back in 2008. Now, that does not mean that they didn't give me a few gray hairs while they were here, but you have been truly a blessing to me, and I appreciate you all very much. I wish every one of you the very best success in your future endeavors. At this time, I'd like to introduce my residents in alphabetical order. We have it here. What do we have? Dolores? Okay. Okay, sure. I was just going to mention where they were going.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Okay, okay. So just to give you a little bit about them and where they're going, an alumnus of NYU College of Dentistry, Dr. Benny Bambaji, will go into private practice in New York City. An alumna of the University of Pittsburgh School of Dental Medicine, Dr. Tara Dua, will go into private practice in New York City for 1 year and then pursue a specialty in dental anesthesiology. An alumna of the University of North Carolina School of Dentistry, Dr. Faria Haq, will go into private practice in New York City. She's not with us today. She had to attend her brother's destination wedding. We miss her. An alumna of the Virginia Commonwealth University School of Dentistry, Dr. Mina Atala, Minatala, I know I got it. Minatala Ibrahim. I call her Mina for short, so that's why I struggle with this. We'll go into private practice in Virginia for 1 year and then pursue a specialty in orthodontics. An alumna of NYU College of Dentistry, Dr. Batsheva Kornfeld, will go into private practice in New York City for 1 year and then pursue a specialty in orthodontics also. An alumnus of the University of Pacific School of Dentistry, Dr. Kenny Kuo, will go into private practice in New York City for 1 year and then pursue a specialty in endodontics. An alumnus of NYU College of Dentistry, Dr. Braulio Lahara, will go into private practice in New York City. A special thanks to our chief residents, Dr. Natasha Bala and Dr. J. Krishna Thakar. Thank you for your leadership and support over the years. I wish the two of you the very best of success in your future endeavors as well. Help me to welcome and honor the 2023 general practice residents and oral and maxillofacial residents. Thank you.
Dr. Benny Bambaji. Dr. Tara Farouk Dua. Dr. Minatala Mutasim Ibrahim. Dr. Batshiva Leah Kornfeld. Dr. Kenny Kuo. Dr. Braulio Lahara. For pictures.
Next is Department of Emergency Medicine. I would like to invite the chairman, Jonathan Siegel. Please come up.
Wow, so those are some tough acts to follow. Nice to see you all. I'm Jonathan Siegel, Chair of Emergency Medicine. Been at Brooklyn Hospital for 6 months. One of my inspirations, the main inspiration to come here was the fact I knew the residents and the academics here were so strong, and that's what I expected coming here. That's what I had heard working in New York City for the past 15 years, Brooklyn Hospital, great residents, and that's what I have found in emergency medicine and in all different programs. It's been an inspiration and honor to meet you all. So emergency medicine, we're the ones on the front lines. We like to consider ourselves the best doctor you can see with whatever happens to you for a couple hours. Then you kind of need someone else to pass off to, right? But for those 2 hours we're there, we'll figure it out, right? So, you know, I think this year is a special class. I know COVID was mentioned, and I'll be the one to mention it because it's what I experienced it also, and we were on the front lines, and it's, you know, you've had a special experience. You've seen the roller coaster in a way that others, you know, haven't had that same experience. Obviously, we all know the first wave was the tidal wave of sickness, which was unprecedented. It's poorly understood disease, where we, for the first time, had the stress of worrying about our own health and bringing diseases to our family. You know, I slept in a garage with a newborn when I had a newborn baby for a month. It was very different for everybody, and you all dealt with that, and you were on the front lines of that. And then less well understood is afterwards that when patients and some employees and whatnot were a little scared to come to the hospital. So, you know, we still came. All the doctors, the EM, we were there, and you know, the volume was down. There was a shortage of certain types of workers. It was just a different challenge afterwards, as opposed to the sick wave. It was a wave of low volume. It was not as well, you know, kind of out there. So we dealt with that, and then, you know, now we're kind of get back to normal. But, you know, this year's graduating class has seen a tumultuous time in every hospital, you know, region-wide, nationwide, internationally. No different in Brooklyn Hospital, and I think, you know, the situation at Brooklyn Hospital is very strong now. I'm very proud of the progression that the hospital has. Being here, we've been able to get a lot done in the time I've been here, and it's a very good place to work. So what I'll say for our graduates, you know, you've seen this roller coaster. You've seen things change rapidly. You've dealt with all these operational challenges that everyone else dealt with. My advice to every doctor is always put the patient in the center of every decision you make, and you'll never go wrong. You know, if whatever you're deciding on, you know, if they're going home, getting admitted, waiting, this, that, if it's best for the patient, then no one can question you. You know, this decision you're making is in the interest of not me, the hospital, the insurance company. It's in the best interest of the patient that they go home or don't go home, or get this procedure or don't get this procedure. If you have that mantra in your head, in the back of your head, and every decision you make, you'll never get questioned, you'll never go wrong. So, you know, stick with that. Otherwise, you know, you're entering a period. It's, you know, the burnout rate is there. It's a tough medical, complicated field. Do your best, and you're all achievers, overachievers. When your shift is done, when you're done, you flick your glove off, peel all your hands, and don't be overly hard on yourselves. You know, pat yourselves on the back. You do your best for a period of time. Sign your notes, and then go home and move on. You know, be very proud and happy with what you've done. There'll be outcomes that will happen that you'll question yourselves over. You know, and you put the patient in the center of it all. You try your best when you're there, and then you preserve yourself and your wellness afterwards. You know, and that's I'm very proud of you all. It's been an honor to meet you, and God bless. Thank you so much. Yep.
Dr. Molly Williams, Program Director.
Good afternoon. I would like to first acknowledge Mr. Terranoni, Dr. Amafar, all of the members of the senior staff, the Board of Trustees, to my chair, Dr. Jonathan Siegel, to my vice chair, Dr. Antonio Mendez, to all of the departmental chairs, to Dr. Asarian, our DIO, to all of my fellow program directors, to Dr. Holly Thompson, our associate program director, and all the associate and assistant program directors present today. But most importantly, I would like to acknowledge the graduates of every residency and fellowship program represented today. And to your family members who are with you today, both in body and in spirit, to see the culmination of their years of support and tireless commitment. Today is a very special day for me as I see 8 individuals who have grown, each in their own way, to become brilliant, self-sufficient, resilient emergency medicine physicians. This class was very unique in that their intern year was an introduction to one of the most historical moments in medicine, a global pandemic that would span the entire length of their graduate medical education. As interns, they were thrusted into the fire and woes of battle as their early educational years, and through this, they would perform life-saving procedures, working on the cutting edge of evolving medicine, holding the hands of those who would be taking their last breaths, and deliver the news of untimely and unexpected deaths, something an intern was never expected to do. But the class of 2023 did what they believed any good emergency medicine physician would do. They put on their capes, their masks, and they harnessed their internal superpowers, and they rose to the challenge. They became the COVID League. In 2023, I saw the emergence of many heroes. But this is the tale of the league, the COVID League, and they are about to enter an entirely new era of superhero power. Let me introduce to you first Hawk Girl. She is the reincarnated spirit of Che Ara, born in Thanagar, sent to Earth on a mission. Just as Hawk Girl came from a planet far, far away, so did Dr. Camille Chow, as she traveled all the way from California to the distant land of Brooklyn. So she decided that she would be here as a heroine. Dr. Chow fell in love with the inhabitants of Brooklyn, so she decided to care for and protect them. She was first introduced to them as a student, where she completed all of her clinical rotations at the Brooklyn Hospital Center, and then as an emergency medicine resident. Dr. Chow, while she can at times appear quite unassuming, can jump into action at a moment's notice. And please don't get between her and a sick patient, because she will immediately pick up her golden wings, name bravery and fearlessness, fly to the nearest peak and hit you with her signature war cry. Notification in 5 minutes. I want everyone to the resuscitation room now. After spending many years in her new home, her new world, which was Brooklyn, and saving many lives, she looked at her wings and found that they had begun to lose their golden luster. She realized it was time to return home. And so she will leave us behind here at the Brooklyn Hospital Center and return to her home world, eons away, where she will join Kaiser Permanente as an attending physician on her home planet of Oakland, California. Faster than a speeding bullet, more powerful than a locomotive, able to leap tall buildings in a single bound. We have a young physician who always throws innocent people between himself and danger. Oops, did I say that? I meant throws himself between innocent people and danger without even thinking about it. During COVID, he was the only intern to intubate, place bilateral central lines, a Foley catheter, a nasogastric tube, and do 2 hours worth of CPR on a mannequin, all before starting his shift. Indeed, we have our very own Superman, Dr. Avinash Ram, who is not only brave, but selfless, always looking to do the most he can clinically and academically for his residency program, his colleagues, and foremost, his patients. And just as a man of steel is mechanically strengthened by the sun's yellow light, Dr. Ram finds his inner strength from compliments. And by the way, he doesn't necessarily need you to compliment him, because if you don't offer them up, he comes up with his very own. Nothing breaks this man of steel's confidence. Since Superman is his true ego, Dr. Ram is always wearing his cape and indestructible spandex suit. But underneath lies the mayor man, Clark Kent, his alter ego. Dr. Ram, who served as our academic chief resident, will put on his glasses, his tie, and his suit, hopefully not the sneakers, to appear as a mere man as he embarks on his critical care fellowship right here in New York at Mount Sinai Hospital Icahn School of Medicine. While she doesn't wear a cape, nor does she wield a sword, neither does she seem to have been dipped in toxic waste or struck by lightning, Lois Lane is capable of taming even the mightiest of superheroes and villains. She embodies true inner strength and integrity. She is a kind and gentle soul, quiet and laid back, but ready to jump into action at a moment's notice, in the interest of all of those whom she loves. Often referred to by the faculty as silent but deadly, or the silent threat, Dr. Barr Ferentz, while she may appear unassuming on a shift, is full of vigor and jumps into action whenever an emergency arises. She is knowledgeable and technically sound, yet always finds a way to blend quietly into the background. She is also a spontaneous person with an eye for detail, and she has often showcased this skill while diagnosing the most complicated needles in the haystack. These clinical cases, which often elude many, are where she makes her most salient diagnosis. She is strong-willed, yet will always make sure to adapt herself to accommodate to any and all new situations. She does it in the best way possible, or should I say, the Barr way possible. And as such, she will be moving to Minnesota, where she will enter into an ultrasound fellowship at Hennepin County Medical Center. Batman is someone who defends the innocent, but he does it in a very different manner. Batman lives in the night, he works in the shadows, and while he is a vital member of the Justice League, he prefers to work alone. His ego is the human, Bruce Wayne, an analytical problem solver who takes the initiative when confronted with a problem. The COVID League has its very own protector of Gotham, the mastermind himself, Dr. Duncan Hawk. Dr. Hawk uses his cool temperament and practical logic to convince all of our very skeptical frequent flyers to enjoy their turkey sandwich and apple juice in the waiting room, all while gathering their discharge papers and convincing his overwhelmed colleagues to pick up just one more patient prior to heading out from their 11 p.m. shift. He uses his southern charm, warm smile, and big blue eyes to hypnotize even the most seasoned nurse to do his will. Duncan will always get the job done in the most efficient manner possible. He is logical and intelligent, but contrary to Batman, he has some of the best people skills I know. Full of integrity and kindness of heart, Dr. Hawk served his residency well as administrative chief. He truly brought the Sunshine State to Brooklyn, where he will remain as he joins Team Health as an attending physician traveling throughout the Northeast region. While Superman is diplomatic, working well with others, and Batman likes to go at it alone, Wonder Woman is outspoken and will go her own way if she genuinely believes it's better. Always the protagonist is Dr. Keanu Hill. She has strong morals and appreciates people on a much higher level than most. She also has strong ethics and will never sway from her beliefs, a true hero of the innocent. If you are sick, Dr. Hill will commit every bit of her being to diagnosing and treating your illness, fixing your situation, whether it be physical, mental, or social. But beware. If she uses her lasso of truth to find that you're really not sick, you better make quick work of your complaint so that she can get back to business. Just as Wonder Woman, with her godlike abilities of incalculable superhuman strength, speed, flight, fast healing, Amazonian bracelets, tiara, and lasso of truth, Dr. Hill has everything you would possibly ever need and or want in her locker. From chargers to snacks, study materials to Motrin, pins to PPE, Dr. Hill has it. And if she doesn't have it on hand, she knows where and how to get it. Even though most superheroes fight for good cause, because it's the right thing to do, Wonder Woman fights out of the love for humanity, and thus our Wonder Woman, Dr. Keanu Hill, will enter an international medicine fellowship at Baylor University in Texas. Hippolyta of Themyscira was Diana Prince's mother. She's very protective of her daughter and initially did not want her to learn combat at a young age. As the queen of the Amazons, she is a seasoned diplomat and a caring leader who always seeks to do what is best for her people. Just as such, Dr. Francesca Tabano Escara wanted to protect her colleagues from the terrible woes of working too many overnights and always looking for a way to protect their reduced shift count. As a scheduling chief, she allowed me many days of overwhelming forgetfulness and tolerated my many rants. She battled back and forth between her desires to please her colleagues, the needs of the department, off-service coverage, and ACGME duty hour regulations. While she seems calm and demure, she's definitely not a pushover. Just like Hippolyta, she cannot be easily swayed once her mind has been made up. She is a true Amazonian warrior with many skills and tools. She will provide you with 50 million reasons for why you should agree with her position and will not give up until you acquiesce or agree. She is a true politician. Dr. Tabano Escaro will be using her skills to negotiate expedient dispositions as an attending physician at City MD Brooklyn. Additionally, she will be staying on in our department here at TBHC as a per diem attending physician. Barry Allen, better known as Flash, is a forensic scientist on the police force who gained super speed, which includes the ability to run, move, and think extremely fast, using superhuman reflexes which seemingly violate certain laws of physics. I know that you all may be confused in the reference that I'm using as I refer to Dr. Ward, as he is usually seen walking at the same rate of inertia as he enters Wednesday conference or when he approaches his overnight shifts. I'm referring, though, to the speed at which he exits conference or the way in which he moves at the speed of lightning, almost seemingly disappear or to disappear at the end of each and every one of his clinical shifts. Confused as you may be, it is these violations of the law of physics which cause him to appear a lot more laid back and analytical than many of the other members of the COVID League. During his times of crisis or resuscitation, Flash is an introvert and someone who seems to prefer to work alone when he can, but doesn't really mind the company of other superheroes. Just as Dr. Ward doesn't readily entertain the company of the mere mortals that he's been entrusted to diagnose and treat, he can be found often giggling in the corner with the rest of his crew in the COVID League. He is logical, precise, and comfortable in his own skin and will definitely stand to defend his medical position in a minute. Dr. Ward has always been sociable, lighthearted, and definitely enthusiastic when it comes to money matters. As such, he's signing a very lucrative contract with Team Health Special Ops Division in the Northeast region. And last, but certainly not least, just as in the Justice League, who has its very own vixen, our Justice League has Dr. Uduma. In the Justice League, Vixen is a successful fashion icon, talk show host, and animal activist who can channel the powers of any animal that has ever walked or evolved on the earth. We at TBHC have been graced with an icon who is fashionable, always prim and proper, and one who fits the definition of a Southern belle to the letter. Her outfits are always coordinated and pressed, her hair perfectly coiffed, and her makeup on point down to the very last lash. I don't think I've ever seen Dr. Janice Uduma with what I would call less than glamorously professional. Over the last 4 years, Dr. Janice Uduma has channeled and developed her inner powers of strength in order to tame the roughest, toughest Brooklynites who might enter the doors of our emergency department. She does this without breaking a sweat or even losing a curl. Just as Vixen, Dr. Uduma has evolved from the soft, sweet, glossy-eyed intern that she was into a rough and tough Brooklyn-trained emergency medicine physician who has been emblazoned by the fire that only completing a residency in metropolitan New York can. Dr. Uduma sticks by her guns, and she fights for what she believes that she holds true. Hopefully, Dr. Uduma will be able to carry some of this newfound Brooklyn charm as she travels to Frederick Health Hospital in Frederick, Maryland, to excel as an emergency medicine attending physician. In conclusion, I would like to take this moment to extend a very special thanks to all of the emergency medicine faculty, nurses, and staff that have spent countless hours educating, training, and evaluating our residents. To Ms. Hayes, our program coordinator, who has tirelessly ensured that our residents are always ready, prepared, and able to function throughout the course of their training. To Ms. John, who is not with us today, who also helps us administratively. And then lastly, to Ms. Dolores Mendez and Nancy Jamin, to all of GMEC. We thank you for all of your support and for all of your training and help with our residents. Thank you all very much.
Dr. Camille Chow. Dr. Francesca Nadia Escara. Dr. Bart Ferenc. Dr. Keanu Hill. Dr. Duncan Van Gordon Huck. Dr. Avinash Ram. Dr. Janice Uduma. Dr. Nima Ward.
Next, Department of Family Medicine, our chair lady, Dr. Shirley Abraham.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to ask Dr. Rivero, Jasmine, and Dahlia if you can come up. Even though you left us, Dahlia, we miss you, so come on up. Greetings to administration, GME, family and friends here and watching online, my incredible family medicine residents, and graduating class of 2023. No roasting today, I promise. Today we gather here to celebrate the remarkable milestone of your journey, a milestone that marks the end of your family medicine residency and the beginning of your career as a compassionate healer, confidant, and health advocate. It's a privilege to stand before you and share a few words of reflection and inspiration. First and foremost, let me extend my heartfelt congratulations to each and every one of you. You have endured the demanding challenge of COVID, of residency, of all scripts, we all know how that challenging is, art of multitasking in the midst of all this chaos. You have survived countless late night calls, pumping during office hours and in the call rooms, and interesting encounters with Dr. Google. You're the master of your differential diagnosis, the champions of preventative care, and in my head, the unsung heroes of healthcare. Family medicine is truly a unique and beautiful specialty. You're the Jack and Jill of all the trades, equipped with vast array of knowledge and spanning from pediatrics to geriatrics and everything in between. You're that doctor that Dr. Siegel dumps the patient to. I'm sorry, signs off the patient to. You're the frontline defender of health, treating everything from ear infection to existential crises. You're the one who knows your patient beyond their medical charts, their dreams, their fears, and their quirks. You're the one who holds their hand and offers a shoulder to cry on. But let's not forget the invaluable lessons you've learned along the way. You've learned that behind every medical chart, there is truly a unique story waiting to be heard. You press on and get that story. You have seen firsthand the transformative power of empathy, compassion, and genuine human connection during COVID. You have learned that even in the most challenging cases, laughter and a touch of humor can help heal body and soul. As you embark on this new chapter, let's take a moment to acknowledge the incredible support system you have had here today. Your mentors, and I want to acknowledge Dr. Al-Hashimi, sitting with her daughter and family today, attending physicians, fellow residents who have been your guiding light through the darkest nights. They've shown us that what truly means to be a family medicine physician, to care, to advocate, and to never lose the sight of humanity. As you spread your wings today and spread into the world as independent practitioners, let's carry the flame of family medicine with pride and purpose. Let's be the champions of preventative care, advocates for the undeserved communities, and guardians of holistic well-being. Let's continue to listen attentively, ask questions fearlessly, and never stop learning. So my family medicine graduates, let us celebrate this milestone with joy and gratitude. Let us cherish the memories you have created and the lives you have touched. Never lose sight of the remarkable privilege you have as a family medicine physician. Congratulations, class of 2023. I'll ask Dr. Rivera to speak a few words.
Good afternoon. Greetings to administration, GME, family, and friends. Congratulations to the class 2023. Can you hear me? I want to make sure everybody hears me. Okay. We are here today in honor and celebration of our class of 2023. I will start by thanking the leader and driving force of the Family Medicine Department, Dr. Shirley Abraham, who leads by example as a modern-day superwoman and deeply cares about each one of us and our successes. A special mention to the heart and soul of our residency program for the past 22 years, Ms. Dalia Davidson, who recently decided to break our hearts to venture out for new experiences. I'm happy that you are here to celebrate your last class. We're also welcoming our new residency coordinator, Jasmine Theodore. Usually, I dread the idea of giving a speech. I'm a person of few straightforward words, and speaking in a full room of people is definitely not in my comfort zone. Nonetheless, this year has been different. I have enjoyed the process, and I have been pleased to write a speech for the class of 23. I have to admit, this is my favorite class. They are the first class I had since day one. We did orientation sitting under a tree at the park. I wanted them to start this chapter of their lives in a more relaxed environment than inside a hospital covered in N95s. I also needed to breathe fresh air to relax. They didn't know, but I was more nervous than them, since it was my first time giving orientation. As you will see, this class is as diverse as it gets, and that makes them an interesting squad with different backgrounds and many common talents. Consequently, it's easy for me to talk about the many gifts these wonderful 7 individuals share. They are all intelligent, studious, and they know how to apply their knowledge to the patient in front of them. They are professional and have excellent bedside manners. Most importantly, they care. They pay attention, they go the extra mile and advocate for their patients. As a group, they were very charismatic and cohesive, and truly understood the meaning of teamwork. Every rotation they did, someone would reach out to me to tell me how good they were. We have no doubts that they will be excellent family doctors and will make us proud. This is also the class with the highest incidence of weddings, although none of them invited anyone. We're still waiting for the parties. Now let me tell you how I see each one. I'll give you one word to describe their biggest quality, but forgive me, since for sure I will fall short. I want you to stand up when I say your name. Nasik Al-Hashimi. Graduated at St. George's University School of Medicine. The word for her is sweet. It's fascinating to see her big Betty Boop eyes get even bigger when she's learning something new. Her innocence and hunger for knowledge are impossible to hide. She used to run away when she saw me in the hallways, so I wouldn't scold her because she wasn't using her mask. I'm so happy we're over it now. She's artsy, very creative, and the pitch of her voice gets really high when she's nervous or excited. She's compassionate and determined and mature into an empathetic senior. We all feel that Nasik is our own daughter. We have enjoyed seeing her grow from a shy medical student to a competent, independent family physician. In our department, she found her passion for medicine and the love of her life. And yep, she's one of the ones that got married and did not give us a party. We are so happy she decided to stay with us and join us on our family medicine outpatient service. Nasik, continue to be brave. You got this. Annabel Alonso. Her word, strong. Annabel is like a hurricane. There is no way she would go unnoticed when she walks in a room. She's beautiful, all dolled up, even when she's post-call. She's loud. Her laugh is louder, and she speaks at full speed. If you think she's fast in English, you have to hear her in Spanish. We knew she was going to be great right away in intern year. She hit the ground running and never stopped in her very high heels, by the way. She was a solid resident all around and knows how to hold her ground. That got her to be chosen as chief resident. However, her best job these past few years has been as a mom of her 3-year-old Ricky. She gives her life for her boy, and I'm sure when he's old enough, he will be extremely proud of her and all the sacrifices she made for their future. Annabelle, cut yourself some slack. It's okay to be soft sometimes. Annabelle graduated from the University of Medical Science, La Habana, Cuba, and will continue her training doing her geriatric fellowship at her first choice, University of Miami, Jackson Memorial Hospital. Gurvinder Dhaliwal. Guess his word. His word is sharp. He's quick to notice, understand, and react to anything. Do you remember Maui from Moana? That's Gurvinder, a demigod that seems to be all about the hair and the body, but ends up having a heart of gold. I often told him he's my favorite, and I'm sorry. I know I'm not supposed to say it out loud. But he has reminded me why I went into academics. He's a teacher's dream come true. He reviews the schedule in advance. He pre-charts. He likes to be right all the time, so he will prepare the cases. He doesn't know something in the clinic, it kills him. So he goes home and he reads the whole chapter, so for sure he will get it right next time. He remembers anything you say, even in casual conversation, and he will apply it to the question in the boards. He's efficient and pays attention to the details. He graduated from St. George's University School of Medicine, and for now, he will continue the party at private outpatient practice in Tampa, Florida. I'm sure he will miss to get his knowledge challenged and will go to academics at some point. Dr. Don Kim. His word, grateful. Gratitude is the gateway to a happy and fulfilling life, and Don has the ability to cherish the little things and find joy in every moment. He walks in and is like a ray of sunshine that warms up the room. He's humble and generous, not very helpful during interview season since he would have given a spot to every applicant. He doesn't know how smart he is. He says thank you a lot, and he bows to show respect. It's impossible to be upset with him. I don't know how he does it, but his positive energy is so overwhelming that calms down even the most annoyed program director. This one got engaged, married, and had a kid and did not give us any party. But he shared with so much love the wonderful year he had 2022, when he became a dad and achieved all his career goals. He came from St. George's School of Medicine and also got his first choice for fellowship in geriatric medicine at NYU Langone Hospital, Long Island. I hope I can convince him to come back to us next year. Ready? Okay. Ahmed Naim. His word is pensive. He graduated at St. George's University School of Medicine. Extremely quiet and soft-spoken. He's reserved and polite, but don't let that fool you. He can be snarky and sharp when he needs to. He's funny. I discovered that early in his first year. He never shared the jokes with me, but often during my lectures, I will see the people around him laughing. So I guess I was part of the joke. He also surprised us with some cool dance moves. He's calm and collected and has a soothing effect on his peers. But do you want to make him freak out? Talk to him about paperwork, forms, folders. Ahmed has a big problem booking flights and with jet lag. Every time he went home, he came back a day after expected. One day he came back married, and in a couple more trips he came back as a father. I hope you can reunite your family soon so you can get to enjoy life at its fullest. He will be staying close as a hospitalist at Cooper Health in New Jersey. Ready? Let's go. Astor Robertson. Positive. I admire his ability to focus on the positive in any situation. He's a person of deep faith and is completely dedicated to his family. It's so easy to see how much he loves his wife, his boys, and now his little princess. He's talking about them all the time. Since I met Astor, I felt we have known each other for years. I cannot wait until you graduate so we can officially become friends. There is no way to rush him. He can talk with any patient for hours because his humble, cool Caribbean personality engages everyone. He's usually later than me to clinic, and it didn't matter how many texts I sent him, he would not finish his notes until it was his own time. Although the miracle happened on that one Easter Friday. He can't hide anywhere because you can hear his loud, contagious laugh every couple minutes, and he will make sure that you laugh too because he makes a joke every other sentence. Move away if Sock is playing. He will take over the dance floor and shake it until the lights go out. He graduated University of Guyana School of Medicine and will be working in urgent care in Queens and Long Island. My friend, make sure you get a scribe. Last but not least, Dr. Yang Yang. Word to define him, kind. A man of few words, it's almost impossible to make him talk. He gave me a hard time to accept the position as chief resident, but he ended up doing a great job. I'm sure he's relieved to be done. When he had to say something less than positive about his juniors, he would find the kindest possible way to say it. He's systematic, a team player. He will quietly take care of that task that no one wants to do. It's impossible to make him lose his cool. I have never seen him upset or being harsh. He doesn't know it yet, but he's a great teacher. And that's not just my opinion, it's your juniors too. Jay is the epitome of a private person. He was another one that got married and did not invite us. But in this case, no one even knew that he got married until who knows how long after. He has a beautiful, sweet smile that you can see even through his N95 because it escapes and shows in his eyes. He also did med school at St. George's University, and I'm very happy to announce that he will stay with us in outpatient service. I'm hoping him or Nancy take my job soon. To the class of 2023, you will always have a special place in my heart. You were not only my first class, but you helped me steer this ship on the direction of compassion and kindness, not only for our patients, but most importantly, to ourselves and to each other. As the song says, there is a great, big, beautiful tomorrow shining at the end of every day, and it's just a dream away. So keep dreaming. Thank you.
Dr. Nasik Nafil Al-Hashimi. Dr. Anabel Alonso. El regalo. Dr. Gurvinder Singh Dhaliwal. Dr. Dong Siup Kim. Dr. Ahmed Naeem. Dr. Astor Devon Robertson. Dr. Jiang Yang.
I hope the next speeches will be a little shorter. So, Department of Internal Medicine, I'd like to invite the chair, Dr. James Gasparino.
Armand, I won't let you down. First, I'd like to thank Mr. Terranoni and the Board of Trustees for their generosity to our graduate medical education programs. As we know, without the margin, there's truly no educational mission. So I'm Dr. James Gasparino, Chairman of the Department of Medicine and Chief of the Division of Critical Care Medicine. And for those of you who don't know, the Division of Critical Care was actually formed in 2017 and provides team-based care for all patients at the Brooklyn Hospital Center. And our residents are key members of that team. So today I'd like to congratulate the residents for achieving a significant milestone in their careers. For yet another year, we've seen our residents enter an elaborate array of programs throughout the United States and gain employed positions at a number of esteemed hospitals and programs, and including the Brooklyn Hospital Center, Mount Sinai, University Hospitals of Kentucky, Minnesota, Texas, Cincinnati. And I believe I'm leaving out one other in the Northeast. I believe I'm going to say Yale, but I could be mistaken. Someone could correct me today. All right, no corrections. All right. This graduating class also distinguished themselves as astute educators and investigators, many actually presenting original research at national conferences. But lastly, I'd just like to make a statement that their efforts on our critical care outreach service and ICU rotations actually reduced mortality at the Brooklyn Hospital Center and increased star rating with the Center of Medicare and Medicaid Services. That's quite an accomplishment. So when I'm asked about our program in internal medicine, I always say that we not only train superb clinicians, but also future leaders. And many of you are on that path. Thank you.
I'd like to invite Dr. Vasudevan, the program director. And the associate program directors. You might as well come up.
Good afternoon, Ms. Fontaine, Mr. Terranoni, Dr. Amirfar, Dr. Azarian, Dr. Gasparino, and the senior leadership of the Brooklyn Hospital Center, and my colleagues. I present to you internal medicine graduate class of 2023. On behalf of the medicine department, I would like to extend my heartfelt congratulations to the graduates class of 2023. Each and every one of you has earned our utmost respect and admiration, and we are truly honored to have been a part of your medical journey. The graduates of 2023 hold a special place in our hearts. You'll be remembered as the residents who were trained during the challenging COVID pandemic, a time that claimed many lives. Despite the adversity, you remained steadfast, resilient in providing care to the most vulnerable patient population. Your tireless efforts have saved countless lives and kept our communities safe. Your dedication and courage deserve our deepest gratitude and admiration. Take pride in the fact that you are completing your training at the Brooklyn Hospital Center, a pioneer and a premier healthcare institution with a remarkable 175 plus years of history in Brooklyn. You are poised to achieve great things in your career and in life. You have excelled in a dynamic and demanding learning environment, building a solid foundation to become competent, compassionate, and caring physicians. You have acquired the knowledge, skills, and the attitudes necessary to excel in all domains of core competencies. Your preparation far exceeds that of most others. You are better equipped to navigate the challenges of any workplace and will rise above the competition. You possess additional knowledge and skills in areas such as point-of-care ultrasonography and your preparedness for handling medical emergencies. Artificial intelligence is threatening to hijack patient care from doctors, but be assured that only doctors provide care with human spirit, human judgment, and human wisdom. Medical education is a calling to improve the lives of others, and you have answered that call by serving the needy of Brooklyn. I am confident that you will continue to serve the underprivileged with the same dedication and compassion. Each of you will forge your own career path, whether in medical practice, medical education, research, or in public health. Many of the graduates have chosen to pursue highly competitive fellowship training program in prestigious university hospital, including the Brooklyn Hospital. It is a testament to the high quality of education you have received at the Brooklyn Hospital. Others will shine as a hospitalist and primary care providers. Follow your heart and be passionate about what you do. No matter where you work or what path you choose in life, you will always remember that you are an alumni of the Brooklyn Hospital and you are alumni ambassadors destined to bring glory to the Brooklyn Hospital. The experience, the network you have built at the Brooklyn Hospital will serve you very well throughout your career. Stay connected with your alma mater. I want to extend my special appreciation to all of my graduating chief residents. Your expertise in multitasking, crisis management, conflict resolution has been invaluable. Thank you for enforcing discipline and maintaining a high standard. I offer my best wishes for your continued success and happiness. Thank you all for your unwavering commitment to keep Brooklyn healthy. Congratulations once again, and may your futures be filled with many more accomplishments. Thank you. Ms. Mendez will call out the names of our graduates in alphabetical order, and my associates will announce their post-graduation career path.
Okay, got it. Okay. Do you want to mention those that are not in? Yes. Okay.
I would like to mention several of the graduates in internal medicine that were unable to attend. Dr. Ahmed Abdelsattar Ali Abomhia, Dr. Connor Abramowitz, Dr. Gokul Gopi, Dr. Adam Nazan, Dr. Sai Harika Puyari, and Dr. Wakas Shafiq. So I am going to call now the names of the grads that are here. Dr. M.D. Farouk Ahmed, Dr. Olu Fongmilola Abasi Ahaya, Dr. Lubna Atal, Dr. Aditya Chauhan, Dr. Alexander Chow, Dr. Gerver Ivan de Leon, Dr. Irfan Khan, Dr. Jasperin Minhas, Dr. Human Mirtarabi, Dr. Pooja Vishal Nangrani, Dr. Elizabeth Wanjuru Nudungu, Dr. Selena Patel, Dr. Vikash Ajung Anderson Rantahal, Dr. Michelle Rivera, Dr. Jacqueline Ann Rodriguez, Dr. Wali Khalil Sadidin, Dr. Brian Harrison Schaff, Dr. Shobra Singh, Dr. Surbi Singh, Dr. Seum Sa, Dr. Erica Vigant, Dr. Sebastian Gabriel Villa Torres, and Dr. Wakas Siddiqui Tai. I hope I did a good job, guys. Sorry, very messy. So you want to...
Congratulations to the graduating class of internal medicine for 2023. I'll call out the names. You can come one by one. The people who are not here, I'm just going to announce where they're going so everybody knows. Dr. Ahmed Obomia is joining as a gastroenterology fellow at University of Kentucky. Dr. Connor Abramowitz is joining as an endocrine fellow at University of Massachusetts. Dr. Gopi Gokul is joining as a geriatric fellow at University of Massachusetts. Dr. Adam Nassan is joining as a hospitalist at Nyack Montefiore. Dr. Sai Pujari, University of Texas, geriatric fellow. And Dr. Wakas Shafiq is joining as a nocturnist at Cedar Crest Hospital in Pennsylvania. For the people who are here, I would like to call Dr. Farouk Ahmed. He is joining an internist outpatient job in Pennsylvania York Hospital. Dr. Lola Ajala. She is joining as ID Critical Fellow at University of Toledo, Ohio. Dr. Lubna Atal. She is joining geriatrics at University of Massachusetts Bay State. Dr. Alexander Chow, staying in Brooklyn, joining infectious disease fellowship at SUNY Downstate. Dr. Gerber de Leon, joining as a hospitalist in Yale New Haven, Bridgeport, Connecticut. Dr. Irfan Khan, joining Cooper University Health Center as a hospitalist, New Jersey. You can start from Minhas. Adam is not there.
All right, we have Dr. Jasper Minhas, and she will be staying with us at Brooklyn Hospital as a hospitalist. Dr. Human Mirtarabi. He is going to Woodhull Hospital in Brooklyn as a hospitalist. Dr. Pooja Nangrani. She'll be going to Ohio and the University of Cincinnati as a nephrology fellow. Dr. Elizabeth Ndungu. She'll be going to Michigan, Detroit Medical Center as infectious disease fellow. Dr. Selena Patel, she'll be going to Indiana, Northwest Health as a hospitalist. Dr. Vikash Ramtahal, he'll be staying with us in New York City at Maimonides Hospital as a hospitalist. Dr. Michelle Rivera, she'll be staying in New York as well, in Mount Sinai, Queens, as a hospitalist. And Dr. Jacqueline Rodriguez, she'll be staying at the Brooklyn Hospital as an ICU pulmonary fellow. Dr. Aditya Chauhan, he'll be going to Minnesota, University of Minnesota, as an endocrine fellow.
Dr. Walid Sadadin. We're going to University of Minnesota as a computational biology researcher.
More time for me. It's all right. It's all right. I know. All right. Mama, take a photo of me. It's all right.
Dr. Brian Schaff will be staying at Brooklyn Hospital as a pulmonary critical care fellow. Dr. Shafiq Wakas will be going to LVHN as a Cedar Crest Hospital as a nocturnist. Not here. Gotcha. Okay. Dr. Saurabh Singh, going to Icahn School of Medicine, Mount Sinai Hospital, cardiovascular disease fellow. Dr. Surbhi Singh, staying here at Brooklyn Hospital as a hematology oncology fellow. Dr. Sugmo Su, staying here at Brooklyn Hospital as a hospitalist. Dr. Erica Vigant, Memorial Hospital West, hospitalist. Dr. Villa Torres, going to Memorial Regional Hospital as a hospitalist. Wakas Tai, going to SUNY Stony Brook, Associate Professor, Oncology Hospitalist.
Next is our fellowship in gastroenterology, Dr. Sorry, cardiology. My apologies, Dr. Ayala.
So, I'll be succinct. I don't have a speech. We're very proud. Dr. Dishang, as you may know him, he has been a graduate of our internal medicine prestigious team. He's described as a very collegial friend among your friends, and that's why you had been chosen as the chief fellow. They appreciate you well. I'm here representing Dr. Reddy. I'm sure that he has many more words to say than me, and also Dr. Kevin and Dr. Trotman. We're very proud of you. He's joining Mount Sinai Hospital Morningside and pursuing further interventional cardiology training. So we're very proud. I'm sure if family, by difference from family practice, he did invited all the way to India for the wedding. We couldn't go, but we're very happy. We'll be very happy if we can join. We can enjoy it later in future years. No. The other graduate is Dr. Al-Malouf. She's stuck in, I believe, in Guatemala. She's Canadian graduate, but doesn't have a visa to come back. She's joining private practice in, I believe, in Rhode Island, affiliated with Brown University. So, come over.
Next, our Division of Gastroenterology, Dr. Reddy.
Dear graduates, families, faculty, senior leadership, and administration, I'd like to start by congratulating all graduates of 2023. Before I start, I'd like to call Julie, our GI Fellowship Coordinator, onto the stage, and Dr. Etienne, our Fellowship APD. Today, I'm honored to announce 4 graduating gastroenterology fellows of 2023. Please stand up while I say a few words about all of you. I'm not going to focus on your 6 ACGME core competencies, but I'm going to speak about your unique qualities that defines each one of you. Dr. Ramachandran Rajeshwari, called as Raj, received a medical degree from prestigious Thoothukudi Medical College, Dr. MGR Medical University, India. She completed her internal medicine residency at Greater Baltimore Medical Center, Maryland. She joined GI Fellowship after completing 1 year of hepatology training fellowship at Baylor University, Texas. Working with Raj, you know that she'll get every minute detail of the patient history, thoroughly reviews EPIC, and all scripts notes, and always finds something new that was actually not picked up during the prior clinic visit. She has a great sense of humor, which she uses when needed the most, and usually in her busiest ACC GI clinic when she's given the most challenging, complex patient who actually cannot give a history. She's reliable, always available, and there for the GI team when needed. Calm always, wants to do the right thing, and never takes unnecessary risks. Hardworking with excellent clinical judgment. She's a team player and always willing to cover and help her colleagues. She's also involved in helping residents with research projects. Raj will be joining as a full-time gastroenterologist, Fresno Veterans Affairs Medical Center, California. Raj will be missed, especially for his sincerity, subtle sense of humor, and always wanting to do the right thing. Congratulations and all the best, Raj. Next is Dr. Pratyusha Thirumani Shetty. Can you please stand up here? Dr. Pratyusha Thirumani Shetty received a medical degree from the prestigious Gandhi Medical College, India, and completed internal medicine residency at Unity Hospital of Rochester, New York. Pratyusha joined the GI Fellowship with an excellent academic track record, having won several gold medals in medical school, which is not an easy task in India. She's like a walking GI textbook, like a walking encyclopedia, quoting Dr. Etienne's words. She can quote any guidelines, not only from American GI societies, but also from European, Japanese, name it, everything she's able to give you. Very passionate about GI and makes use of every opportunity. She's always eager to learn and can tackle the most complex cases with excellent clinical knowledge. Efficient, and working with her, you'll have an early day. Reliable, hardworking, and always on top of things. Team player, covering her colleagues at any time, and even last-minute junior fellows' weekend night calls. Excellent teacher, and medical students often approach me to tell me how they enjoy learning from her. Pratyusha will be joining GI hospitalist at Memorial Medical Center, Las Cruces, New Mexico. We will miss her infectious enthusiasm, thirst for knowledge, and participation in Friday didactic sessions. Congratulations on all the best, Pratyusha. Dr. Eric Then. Eric completed medical school at prestigious Universidad Iberoamericana University, Dominican Republic. I hope I got that right, pronunciation. Okay? And he completed his residency at St. Barnabas Hospital in the Bronx before joining Brooklyn Hospital GI Fellowship Program. One of the unique qualities about Eric is he's always happy, always in a good mood, and always smiling. I don't know how you do it, but you do it. You're always happy. Nothing seems to upset him, even when called for a GOIC positive consult on an intubated 100-year-old lady on presses at 5 p.m. on Friday evening. Hence, he's very popular among all the residents and all fellows, including other subspecialty fellows. He has excellent interpersonal skills. He can convince any patient to agree or to refuse a procedure. He has this knack of tackling any difficult situation and making it easy. He's a flexible team player, always willing to cover his colleagues, even in the most demanding rotations and clinics. He's always very grateful and appreciative of every opportunity, especially his GI Fellowship Training Program, which he never fails to remind me that he's so appreciative of him, his opportunity at Brooklyn Hospital. He's very prolific in research and involved in helping residents with research projects. His persistence and hard work earned him Advanced Endoscopy Fellowship in the program of his top choice. He will start Advanced Endoscopy Fellowship at University of Massachusetts, Kahn School of Medicine in July. We will miss you, Eric, especially a cheerful, happy personality. Congratulations and all the best. Well, last but not the least, who doesn't really need an introduction, Dr. Jamil Shah. So Jamil Shah completed medical school at prestigious SUNY Downstate Medical Center, CUNY School of Medicine, Sophie Davis Biomedical Education Program in New York. He joined internal medicine residency at prestigious institution, the Brooklyn Hospital Center, and served as a fourth-year chief resident at TBHC before completion of residency. Jamil then did 1 year of hepatology fellowship at Rutgers, New Jersey Medical School, Newark, New Jersey, before joining GI fellowship at Brooklyn Hospital. One of the unique qualities of Jamil is his calmness, patience, and perseverance, and his I'll never give up attitude. He's very generous, kind, and helpful, always takes the extra mile to help his colleagues, and is popular with the junior fellows. These qualities earn him the Chief Fellow title and has served as an excellent Chief Fellow. Always loyal to the team, available, reliable, and answering texts and phones at any time. We can call him at any time and to address patient or other issues, and rest assured he will complete it on time with the follow-up text message or a call. Jamal's perseverance and hard work always seems to make a lasting impression at any place he works, even during his 1 year of hepatology fellowship training at Rutgers, New Jersey Medical School. They wanted him back and offered him pre-match position for advanced endoscopy fellowship. In July, Jamal will start advanced endoscopy fellowship at Rutgers, New Jersey Medical School in Newark, New Jersey. Jamal will be missed for his undying loyalty to the GI team, Brooklyn Hospital Center, and for just being Jamal. Congratulations and all the best, Jamal. And I want to end by thanking Julie, our GI Fellowship Coordinator, our Fellowship APD, Dr. Etienne, Dr. Navas, and Dr. Moshinyat, endoscopy staff, Dr. Gasparino, Dr. Azarian, Dolores, Nancy, all other faculty and senior leadership and administration for all the support to the GI team. Congratulations again to all the graduates and all the best. Now I'd like to call upon Dr. Etienne to say a few words, please. Thank you.
So just going to keep it short and speak directly to our fellows. It's always difficult to put into words what 3 years has been. Suffice to say, there have been so many more highs than there have been lows. So on behalf of myself, Dr. Nawaz, and Dr. Reddy, we are extremely proud of what you guys have achieved, what you have accomplished, and what you guys will go on to do, and the lives you guys will go on to affect. So bravo, congratulations.
Raja Sakahari Ramachandra.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Jamil Mohammed Shah. Eric Omar Ten.
Beautiful.
Pratyusha Charamani Sethi.
Next, our Division of Hematology Oncology, Dr. Max Shulimovich.
Hi, how are you? I'm Max Shulimovich. I'm the Chief of the Hematology Oncology Division and the Program Director. I will keep it short. Dr. Nabi couldn't be here today, but he sends his love. They say that the right thing to do now is to say something personal. I thought a lot about this, and I didn't know how to do this without being too personal for the venue. Then I thought that's probably a good thing. That means we're kind of close, and we're friends. I remember this feeling of sitting there. I remember the anxiety of going into practice by myself, of wondering if I'm ready, of wondering if I'm going to accidentally kill someone or get sued in the first week, worrying if I can handle it. That's normal. That's a good thing. I remember that although I was pretending not to care, viewing these often long speeches as significant, as a final an assessment of my performance. If the faculty are proud of me, then I'll be all right. I'll handle it. Sometimes when you graduate someone as faculty, you do worry about them. I have done that. You may think erroneously that I would say it even if it wasn't true, but I assure you wholeheartedly that it is true. You are ready, you are prepared, and you will be fine. We know, we the faculty, we know what you're capable of, what your thought process is, how much you know, what you don't yet know, which is normal. Nobody knows everything. You showed over and over that you are both intelligent, insightful, curious, strong and resilient, kind, and most importantly, you have integrity. You will do the right thing. I'm not worried about you. I'm proud of you. We are proud of you. Congratulations.
Dr. Amit Aluwalia. Dr. Anshuna Shuma Rana.
Next, Dr. Girolamo for Division of Pulmonary and Critical Care.
Good afternoon. We have two graduates from the Pulmonary Critical Care Medicine Fellowship Program this afternoon. I think neither one of them needs much of an introduction. They've both been fixtures here at Brooklyn Hospital, both during residency and fellowship. I know I speak for our entire division when I say we're really proud of their accomplishments. We wish them the best of success in the future, and they'll be sorely missed here, given how long they've been here and they've become like family to us. Our first graduate is Dr. Kunal Nangrani. Kunal has actually been here since 2014. He came here initially as an extern in the Division of Pulmonary, and he was charged with organizing and implementing quality improvement projects, including the original CLABSI and CAUDI project that helped reduce hospital-acquired infections pretty drastically. Kunal went on to do his residency here, and we were honored to accept him as a fellow. He's pursuing various opportunities in both pulmonary and critical care as a career path. So congratulations, Kunal. Our second graduate is Dr. Stephen Miller. Again, I don't think he needs much of an introduction. The hat says a lot. Steve actually has been a tireless advocate for our house staff as a regional vice president, I believe, of the CIR. He's held various leadership positions within the CIR. We were lucky to have him as a resident and again as a fellow, and Steve will be moving on to work as an intensivist in the field of critical care. So please join me in congratulating both of our tremendous fellows.
Dr. Nangrani and Dr. Miller.
You got to stand in the middle. We have a hat in the middle. There we go. There you go. Now it's a party. Thank you. Great.
Okay, we're up to OBGYN, Dr. Bayer, our chair.
Don't worry, we're almost there. Good afternoon, all. Greetings. The chair of our Board of Trustees, Ms. Fontaine, our CEO and President, Mr. Terranoni, our senior administrative team, honored guests and family. It's always a pleasure for me to be here to welcome and honor our graduates and their families. I'm especially honored to congratulate my residents for their hard work and dedication and commitment not only to the Brooklyn Hospital, but to our specialty. The journey they have taken to get to this day was not always smooth, and you had to overcome some obstacles, but you've done it. Obstetrics and gynecology as a residency and specialty, while quite rewarding, takes many long hours and sleepless nights. Unfortunately, this will not change after today. But you're ready for it. You know what life has in store. While each of our residents has their own unique personalities, some type A, some very introverted, all possess and share the common qualities of compassion, dedication, and commitment to providing excellent care to our patients. Our residents have logged many long hours, worked nights and weekends on labor and delivery, in the operating room and in their continuity clinics. Missing, as we all have, many events, but I promise you that what you have learned these past 4 years will lay the foundation and will be invaluable for your careers. I would be remiss not to thank the families of our residents for entrusting us with their education. And I salute them for raising such great individuals and supporting their dreams. Without their support, your accomplishments would have nearly been impossible. I also would like to thank my Associate Program Director, Dr. Juana Cuevas, my Program Coordinator, Ms. Jalel Salande, my Administrative Assistant, Ms. Ida Formeter, my Chief of Sections, my faculty, residents, nurses, and staff for their continued support. Without them, educating our residents would be almost impossible. I challenge our graduates to go forward and have a positive impact on the healthcare system, especially in regard to health equity and closing the disparities that we currently face in our healthcare system. Remember, you always have a home at the Brooklyn Hospital Center, and we look forward to sharing your success. I was told to keep it brief, so I'll leave it there. So I'd like to, I guess, call up our graduates. I can do it instead of Nancy. Come, Dr. Cuevas. And I'll start from the end. Dr. Vivian Wan. She will be staying nearby and joining one of our voluntary attendants in New York City in private practice. Dr. Neil Patel. He'll be staying very, very nearby, and he will be joining the faculty at Brooklyn Hospital Center. Dr. Elsa Parra. She will be starting a fellowship in maternal fetal medicine at the University of Tennessee Health Science Center. And Dr. Danielle Levy. She'll be staying nearby. She'll be doing Lenox Hill Northwell system in private practice. Congratulations, graduates.
We're almost there. Next, Department of Pediatrics, Dr. Noah Kandamudi.
Like the babies would say, are we there yet? Yeah, I guess we have a little bit more to go. I want to acknowledge the senior leadership, Mr. Taranoni, senior administration, Ms. Lizanne Fontaine, for their commitment to graduate medical education, in particular, the support to the Department of Pediatrics. That's number one. I would also, it takes a village to, what did they say? To raise a child, it takes a village. To raise a resident, it also takes a village. And I want to acknowledge my, can you join Dr. Luis Crada and Mino Valentine, Program Director, Associate Program Director. Obviously, and all my faculty. We have not many of them, but each and every one of them are committed to the training of these residents, and they work hard, and we all are truly like a family. So I'm really proud of that. This group, as many have mentioned, first of all, to be brief, I would say copy forward Mr. Taranoni, Dr. Dim, whatever they said, because a lot of things I wanted to say have been said. But still, I would like to say a couple of things to my residents. Number one is training ended, but learning hasn't. This is a profession that requires lifelong learning. So stay committed to learning, keep learning. At least be smarter than Dr. Google. That's what every parent will expect. The second thing is leave your ego at home. And Mr. Ternoni touched upon humility. I was always taught there's no profession in the world like medicine that teaches you humility. Every day you realize, oh my God, I was this close to making something bad happen. And each encounter teaches you something. So again, part of continuous learning, part of being humble, which also will teach you compassion and able to be sensitive to other people's needs. Third is that enjoy your work. We are the only field where we play with our patients, pediatrics, and it's really a lot of fun. And when you enjoy your work, it ceases to be work. Don't run after success, because that keeps changing. Don't after money, it's never enough. But the byproduct of your enjoyment, which is your work, is success. That'll get you money and a lot more. So that's all I have to say to my residents. I congratulate all the residents, in particular family medicine and emergency medicine residents, because they rotate through us as well.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Can you hear me? Thank you, Dr. Kandamudi. I'm going to keep this short and sweet as well. I gave pretty much the same speech last night, and it's also very difficult to always follow Dr. Dim, and especially Dr. Williams. Next year I am bringing a binder myself up here when I do get up here. First, I just want to congratulate all of the graduates here and their friends and their family. It's been a very long few years for your training. Before I get on to talk about my graduates, I do want to thank Mr. Terranoni, Ms. Fontaine, the TBH administration, the board of directors. Without your support, we really wouldn't be able to train our residents here. I have to obviously also thank the rest of the hospital, especially the GME office, Dr. Asarian, Ms. Jamie, Ms. Mendez. I call them all the time and annoy them, so thank you very much for always being so patient with me. Of course, I have to thank Dr. Condamuti, Dr. Valentine, Ms. Solandi, Ms. Hunt, for all of their hard work and dedication to the program, along with all of our pediatric attendings, the nurses, our nurse practitioners, our MOAs, and our support staff. Without them, we wouldn't be able to train our pediatric residents. So getting back to my graduates in particular now, it's been a very unusual 3 years. It's probably the most unusual 3 years of training in the books. You came here right after the beginning of the COVID pandemic. Some of you had unheard of challenges to actually be able to start here with us. You came here and we had no patients, or the patients were online, or they were over 21, which is, again, something that we didn't usually expect for our pediatric training. Your time at the hospital was almost like a costume ball as well. You came in masks, you donned and doffed PPE, and all the while you were doing a social distance dance as well. I'm so proud of all of you because you figured out the ways to actually grow into and mature into pediatricians. The rest of your time here was like the Hunger Games or Survivor at times. And you know that I do watch way too much TV, and every year I like to make an analogy that between finishing your training and the end of a TV show that sort of has come to an end as well. And this year, the most fitting seemed to be Succession. For those of you that don't know, Succession is about it's about the children of a media mogul who tried to take over the company from him. I do feel like the proud father figure for all of you. And I don't think any of you are necessarily gunning for my job. I do hope that you are going to go out there and become leaders in pediatrics and maybe even pediatric education. And I think that you know that all of us know that you are ready to go out and take on the world, and the pediatric world in particular. Now, let me go on and just announce where everybody's going. I was asked to say...
Can you stand up when he takes the name so people can know?
I was asked to say which, since pizza is my favorite food, I was asked to say which pizza topping they could each be, but the only thing I could come up with was pineapple and ham, because you're very sweet and a little bit salty all on top of it all. So that's what everybody gets. No, that's all. I'm just joking. Yeah, so Matthew Beshbash is going on to do Adolescent Medicine Fellowship at the Children's Hospital at Montefiore in the Bronx, New York. Mandeep Brar will be going on to do private practice in Tacoma, Washington. Amanda Gordon is going on to do an Adolescent Medicine Fellowship at Children's Hospital of LA in Los Angeles, California. Carmen Linmoen is going on to do Pediatric Gastroenterology Fellowship at the Children's Hospital at Montefiore in the Bronx, New York. Jennifer Ortiz is going on to do private practice in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Ashka Patel is going to do a Pediatric Gastroenterology Fellowship at University of Oklahoma in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Kedar Tzalak is going on to do a combined fellowship in neonatology and pediatric infectious disease at Mercy Children's Hospital in Kansas City, Missouri. And Dr. Harry Zhao is going on to do private practice in Orange County, LA. So finally, although your training will soon be coming to an end, and I say soon because there is still a few more weeks that you do have to show up for work, you will always be part of the pediatric family here at TBHC. And I know that you will hope, and I hope that you will always be lifelong learners. And you know you can always call me anytime you want, except during Survivor. Okay. Above all, I really want you to remember a few things, and I know everybody's been giving their wisdom, and this is maybe a repeat, but never end your quest for knowledge. Never hesitate to ask questions. Never forget that medicine is as much of an art as it is a science. Study for your boards. And always remember that one of the best things about us is that you can always smile because our patients are cuter than anybody else's.
Dr. Matthew Christopher Bitchbatch. Dr. Mandeep Kaur Brar. Dr. Amanda Renee Gordon. Dr. Carmen Yip Linmong. Dr. Jennifer Ortiz. Dr. Aksha Patel. Dr. Keda Tilak. And Dr. Harry Zhao.
Next, for our pharmacy department, Dr. Di Gregorio.
Good afternoon, everybody. Let me start off by thanking Mr. Terranoni, as everyone else has, and the board and our senior administration for continuously supporting our training programs in the Department of Pharmacy. For those that don't know, we are the ones that won't let you prescribe that laxative and sedative together. But we have secretly been increasing Dr. Dim's Lasix over the course of today, so I'll try and keep this brief. I have, can't see with the lights, but I have some of my program directors that should be coming down to join me here, Dr. Musakovsky and Dr. Fischetti, and some of the other program directors couldn't make it. They're back covering for the residents at the hospital. So to keep this brief, basically something I reiterate every year is just the gratefulness that we have to be in an institution in a community hospital where the community not only outside the hospital but inside the hospital is so evident, and that our pharmacy residents get to train and work so closely with our medical residents, our dental residents, our nurses, and all of the other departments throughout the hospital. And as you all go on to work at other institutions, that you remember that that is not something that's a given, and if that's not a relationship or you don't see those services at the institutions you're going to, that you need to be like Dr. Miller and demand them. So I will tell you a little bit about our group of residents and where they're going. We have Rachel Arnold. She came to us from the University of Kansas, and she'll be staying on with us to do an ambulatory care PGY2 residency sponsored through Long Island University. You're allowed to stand for this. like everybody else. They stood up, they sat down. Yeah. Michelle Doe, who graduated from Arnold and Marie Schwartz College of Pharmacy on this campus here. She will be going on to complete a PGY2 in Pediatrics at Northwell Cohen's Children's Hospital. Jeffrey Dong, as we call him Jeffers. He's also a graduate of Long Island University, and he will be moving to the left coast and looking for clinical pharmacy opportunities there. We have Omar Hassanin. Omar is our chief resident, also a graduate of Long Island University, and he will be staying on with us to do an emergency medicine PGY2 program, again, co-sponsored with Long Island University. Let's see. Next to them, I have Aya Gamma Eldon. She completed both her PGY1 and PGY2 with us after attending LIU. She is finishing her ambulatory care residency and is looking for an ambulatory position in the New York City area. Next to her, we have Falaki Olai. She graduated from DeUville College of Pharmacy, upstate New York, and is completing her ambulatory care PGY2 with us. She also completed her PGY1 with us, and she's also looking for ambulatory care opportunities in the metropolitan area. And we have Preeti Samuel. Preeti is a graduate of St. John's University and is completing her PGY2 with us in ambulatory care, and she's accepted a position as an assistant professor at Fairleigh Dickinson University at their College of Pharmacy. I see Hibba next to her, Hibba Hazini, also a graduate of LIU. We seem to take a lot of graduates from here. She is completing her PGY2 in emergency medicine with us and is looking for emergency medicine opportunities in the New Jersey area. And next to her, I see Vincenza Maiello. Vincenza is a St. John's University graduate and completed her PGY1 out at Stony Brook, came here to complete her PGY2 in emergency medicine, and is looking for a position in the Long Island, New York City area. And next I see Bibi Sulemayan. She's our PGY2 in infectious diseases. She was a St. John's Fisher College graduate from upstate New York, did her PGY1 at Brookdale, and then came to us for infectious diseases as her PGY2. She's taking a very novel position with Northwell Health as a telehealth antimicrobial stewardship pharmacist, working overnights and denying people their medications throughout the night. And last but not least, John Sorrenzio. John was a graduate of LIU. He completed his PGY1 with us, stayed on to complete his PGY2 in infectious diseases with us, and continued to stay on with us as a fellow in infectious diseases. And I'm very pleased to announce that he is going to be staying on as faculty in our program here in infectious diseases. And that is our class of 2023. And just ask that everybody continue to work as hard as they did, and thank you for leaving Brooklyn Hospital a little bit better than you found it. Thank you.
Dr. Rachel Arnold.
One, two, three.
Dr. Michelle Doe. Dr. Jeffrey Dong. Dr. Omar Hassini. Dr. Aya Kamaleldin. Dr. Falaki Olaliyi. Dr. Preeti Samuel. Dr. Hiba Hassini. Dr. Vicenza Maello. Dr. Bibi Sulaiman. And Dr. John Serencio.
Okay, we're up to surgery. Is Dr. Pratt here? Is Dr. Gennaro, Program Director?
Good afternoon. Dr. Pratt was here earlier, but she had to go back to the hospital for a post-op bariatric patient. Patient care trumps everything. So she sends her regrets. John, Natalie, and John, and Christina, could you come over here? I want to give you an update of the residency training program in general surgery. And our graduates, the three of them, had a major part of this program. In their annual review of the Accreditation Council for Graduate Medical Education, they sent us the 2023 accreditation status. We received continued accreditation with commendation and no citations. We also received the ACGME 2023 Faculty and Resident Survey, and I'm pleased to announce that we received 100% compliance with all the ACGME requirements. This is the second consecutive excellent review of our accreditation status and survey. Kudos to the program leadership, teaching faculty, and all the residents, especially our graduating chief residents, for their help. I want to acknowledge the program leadership, Dr. Pratt, who's taking care of a patient, Dr. Luca Milon, our Associate Program Director, Lisa Rezabala, our Residency Coordinator, and I also want to acknowledge the core teaching faculty, especially Brian Gilchrist, who's here. Would you stand up, Brian? Nelson Meneses of Vascular Surgery, Mahalingam Sivakumar of vascular surgery, Steven Berger in general surgery, Irene Lu in endocrine surgery, Cynthia Chan in breast surgery, Stephen Kusnik in ENT, Ardashir Kermani thoracic surgery. And now I would like to ask Dr. Luca Milon, our Associate Program Director, to introduce and tell you about our graduates.
Thank you, Dr. Giannato. Thanks, everybody. I'm very proud to announce our chief residents. So we have Jonathan Bartolotta, graduated from Ross University in 2018, going to Master of General Surgery in Mount Sinai this year, and the following year he's going to do a laparoscopic fellowship. We have Natalie Best, graduated from University of Tennessee, Health Science College of Medicine. She's going to private practice in Florida. And last but not least, we have Christina Kucher, graduated from St. George's University. She's going to do a surgical critical care fellowship at Jackson Memorial Health, University of Miami.
Oh, this is great. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Next for podiatry, Dr. Falcone.
You know, I feel like the Rodney Dangerfield, but that's okay. We have 3 residents that are graduating, but before I get to them, please allow me to acknowledge a few people that mean a lot to residency education and to our service in general. First of all, the Board of Trustees and Ms. Fontaine, President and CEO Gary Terranoni, and all the senior administration. Thank you for your support. It means a lot to us. It means a lot to residency education and to our service. Of course, GME, and for everything that they do, Dr. Sarian, Dolores, and Jamie, every year since I've been here. To the families, congratulations to all of you, because you deserve as much a congratulation as all the congratulations for the graduating residents. To the residents, congratulations to all of you. Congratulations on obtaining an unbelievable privilege. Privilege in playing a part in the health care of another human being. That privilege will probably define who you are, not only professionally, but personally. So take that seriously, and I wish all of you success and happiness. To my coordinator, Maritza, I hope she's around. Where is she? For everything that she does with me. She's a stone in our service, so I appreciate her very much. To our residents, let me introduce them. I will tell you what they're doing, and then I guess Dolores will call them up. Dr. Zana Buddha will be staying with us. I'm very happy about that. She will be part of our teaching program and part of the future of this service and this residency program. So congratulating to Dr. Buddha. Stand up. Stand up. Dr. Mohammed Farhan. Stand. He was our chief resident. unbelievable job that he did as a chief. Very proud of where he's going. He actually has one of the most powerful fellowship in the United States, and it's through the American College of Foot and Ankle Surgeons. He'll be in Salt Lake City with 6 hospitals to where he'll be doing trauma and reconstructive angular deformity, surgical correction. Am I correct? By the way, he is the only fellowship that was picked, and it comes from our hospital and our residency program, which speaks tremendous volume for this hospital and for this residency program, to which I'm very proud of. Congratulations. Dr. Chelsea O'Philly. She will be going to Miami, Florida. She will be associated with North Shore Medical Center in Miami, Florida, in private practice. Congratulations to Chelsea. Thank you.
Dr. Sarnav Rachel Buda. Dr. Mohammed Ahmed Farhan. And Dr. Chelsea Hiruka O'Philly.
Put the dress in front. Oh, that's, oh, yeah. Is this the Met Gala?
That's right.
Dr. Gerber de Leon.
Good afternoon. Class of 2023. I want to start off by saying, wow, what a wild journey the last few years of residency have been. While starting our training during the COVID pandemic in July 2020, to having to endure a second wave of the Omicron variant, where we will also became the nurses, our training has only made us resilient doctors for what the future holds for us. The journey has been a roller coaster of a ride that I'm beyond impressed of how many naps Dr. Wakastai can take in one day. And how many times Dr. Brian Schaff rattles the lock on his locker when he's leaving for the day. First off, I want to thank our attendings, mentors, seniors, nurses, families and friends, and GME office. You have made us into the incredible doctors we are today. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for your help and your guidance. But today, the spotlight is on us, the resident physicians who made life or death decisions 24 hours a day to make sure our patients can share another day with their families. We were the compassionate doctors who held our COVID patients' hands on FaceTime with their families crying before their last breath on this earth. We were the ones overnight who urgently got the blood work, intubated patients, made complex decisions to make a life-saving difference. There's no doubt in my mind, wherever the future takes us, the Brooklyn Hospital has made you into the confident, excellent, and brilliant doctors that you are today. Finally, audience, I will kindly ask you to stand and give a big round of applause to the class of 2023 and the miraculous work that they have done for this Brooklyn community.
Our third prize winner for the paper contest is here. Dr. Naeem, come on up. We're almost done, I promise. So I'm extremely proud and happy to see that so many of our graduates are staying with us. So I think that's very impressive. There's a lot of us here in the audience, APDs, PDs, that have trained here, and quite a lot of faculty. So I think that shows a lot about the institution, about the teaching, about the friendliness and collegiality. In closing, I would like to thank our Board of Trustees, our CEO, our senior administration for the strong support of graduate medical education. I would also like to thank my GME team, Dolores, Nancy, and Alexis for the fantastic job they do every day. This would not be possible without them. This young lady has been here since the day I started here in 1991. Special additional thank you, Dolores. She's a second mom to all our residents and fellows. She spends an enormous amount of effort preparing 90 residents for onboarding, 90 residents for graduation, and maintaining the contracts, visas, and well-being of our entire resident class of 265. Thank you. For the graduates, congratulations again, and please join us if you're free on our graduation party this Saturday on the Alive After 5 cruise. And in the end, again, I would like to congratulate our 2023 class. Great job.